Welcome to Big Red Leads. I am Big Red, getting you and your business back to black. Let me take these sunglasses off because it gets kind of crazy in here. Now, today, I want to talk about putting yourself out there to actually connect with people and actually produce sales. We're talking about marketing and we're talking about advertising. Now, what do you know about marketing? One of my mentors, well, my big mentor right now, OG, Uncle G, as we call him, Grant, actually talks about this. If people don't know you, they won't flow you. And I believe that wholeheartedly in this sense. The way I was taught when it comes to sales is put your name out there. Get your name out there as fast as you can to the market. Make sure people know who you are. I am Big Red. This is Big Red Leads. This is the YouTube channel. By the way, with that being said, I also have soundandgadgets.com. Go check that out for all your audio needs. We also have drones on there. So understand that I'm doing this and I'm speaking on these things because these are some of the things that I'm passionate about. I also do private coaching. That's a whole nother section of my business. Now, with that being said, let's talk about actually putting yourself out there in marketing. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I'm a branding guru, but I've been in sales for quite a long time, almost 2 decades now. Understand, if people do not know who you are, they will not spend money with you. Let's start there. So, for some of my friends and some of my family, who are like, you're posting all the time, I'm posting on this, I'm posting on this, I'm posting on this. Some of this is for motivation, to hopefully light a fire under your ass. Part of it is I really want to connect with people, and part of my purpose is to help people. I want to help as many people as I can get out of the mindset of being broke or living in lack. So, that's part of my coaching. Get out of that mindset, that framework that you've been taught your entire life, and understand that you can have everything that you want if you are willing to discipline yourself and put yourself out there. Now, if you don't understand this statement right here, you can stop watching this video right now. Everything that you want, other people have it. Everything that you want, other people have it. Now, what's a convincing argument or a statement or a way to get their attention? Simply being in the space and hey, got something for you. Hi, my name is. Simply putting yourself out there in the space where people are, where people gather, will put you in the space to actually interact, connect, network, possibly collab, sell, brand, all these things. All these things are all a part of the bigger picture. Now, how do you really put yourself out there? You're going to have to spend money. You're going to have to spend money on advertising. Like, your advertising and marketing budget should be limitless. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying that I'm a millionaire, but what I am saying is I've been in sales long enough to understand that if I do not speak to new people every single day, I get lost in the sauce. Right now, with everything going on in the world, trust me, there's a lot more people who are moving to entrepreneurship, who are leaving jobs for reasons that are going on in this country and around the world. And there are also people who are leaving jobs just because they do not feel like they need to be working for someone other than themselves. Now, what do you know about marketing? What do you know about marketing? What do you know about advertising? Do you know how to advertise, let's say, on What's your budget look like? Do you know how to advertise on Facebook, IG, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube? I know I'm forgetting some. Snapchat. Wherever it is, wherever people are, Clubhouse, wherever people are, that's where you need to be so that you can bring attention to your product or your service, to your company, to you for that matter. Now, some people it's going to rub the wrong way. They're not built for this. They're not going to understand it. But at the same time, these are also the same people who watch TV and they watch a 30-minute show, and that show actually got about 10 minutes worth of commercials throughout it. Do you think that these big companies are just they're pumping money in giving these TV shows ad revenue? They're pumping all this money into there for what reason? To get attention to their product or their service that they provide. The more eyes on it, the more opportunities that you have to actually sell said product or service. That's going into the marketplace. The faster you can get to the market, the faster you can get to the prospects, the faster you can close, the faster you can bring these people in to your space. I'm going into other spaces to get people to come to my space. My space, haha. But if you understand what I'm saying, like, share, definitely subscribe this if this is helping. We do not have time for playing with this. Marketing is key to every single business. No matter how you market, I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. There's different ways to do this. When I started in sales, my very first sales job. Let me rephrase it. It wasn't my very first sales job. It was my very first sales job that I was actually somewhat successful at. It was friends and family, networking with friends and family, friends of friends, friends of friends, friends of friends. And then it became a door-to-door expedition. And like I said, I eventually got to the point where I had a sales script I was given, and I had to market something that was already a decent name in the space. Do you get what I'm saying? The company was already branded. This company's been around for almost 90 years. It might be 100 now I'm thinking about it. But what I'm simply getting at is everyone knows the name of the company I'm talking about. Every place that I went and I was talking to women, I was talking to men, boom, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this for you. Oh, I'm not interested. Okay. What about your wife? What about your daughters? I'm focused on this one thing. I'm listening to the customer, I'm listening to the prospect in that space. But at the same time, I'm being courteous, I'm being polite, I'm being honest, I'm being very truthful in my sales approach and my sales pitch. Now, sometimes I only have a few seconds to talk to people, so I have to get my pitch down. But at the same time, when I leave that individual, whether I got a sale or not, I want them to give me referrals. So I'm simply going to ask them, do you know anybody who might be interested in this that I could possibly see today? And before you know it, once you start speaking this way and talking to people, once they've connected with you, in just a few seconds, trust me, before you know it, I met this man ran into this man at the gas station. I was just stopping to get gas to go to the next spot. Talking to him, I end up getting 3 referrals from him that end up being future clients. Talking to them, I got 5, 6 referrals apiece. I got another 10. Do you see what I'm saying? You're building this web, this giant net, if you will, and I'm just catching everything in the space. And people knew who I was before I met them. This is a piece of marketing. What I'm simply saying is the name of the company is already branded. I'm putting myself out there on a continuous basis, putting myself in situations where I'm uncomfortable to the point where it became normal that I was comfortable in the space. The more people who knew me, obviously my sales went up. Cha-ching, more money for me, more satisfied customers. Because I always make sure that I take care of my customers' needs. I'm not selling to somebody who is not in need of the product that I'm selling. But what I can do is get referrals. What I can do is be polite, be courteous in the space with this person, make this person feel like I've known them my entire life. And I'm being genuine with it. Because one, I'm a people person. I like to get to know people. So understand that if you are not willing to market and put yourself out there in the space, you are losing already. You have to be willing to put yourself in a space, in a room of strangers, and actually network and talk to people and connect. Believe it or not, you're more likely. I got 2 videos that you probably should go check out. One on networking, and the other is actually on what entrepreneurship actually means. You can be an entrepreneur in your own right in this sense. You can work for another company. You can sell for another company, become a sales professional for another company, and still be an entrepreneur. Why do I say this? Learning the skills of sales, learning the skills of marketing, putting yourself out there, and then actually backing yourself up and investing in yourself by running advertising, marketing in the space, branding your company. All these things play a big part in how you get out there and get into the space and actually dominate the space. You're not here to be second in sales. You're there to dominate the space to the point where anybody who's in the same arena as you, as far as what your product or service that you provide, you are simply cutting them off at the legs. I'm not saying be a cutthroat business person. What I'm saying is, if you're out there and you're constantly working, if they're only out 10 hours a day and you're out there 16 hours a day, you're out past dark knocking on doors, trust me, they will quit. You start recruiting like-minded people. Before you know it, you have your own staff. You have your own sales force who are also doing the same things that you embody in yourself. They embody that in you. They go about this with a warrior's mentality and understanding that I don't do this, I don't eat. You kill what you eat. It's that simple. Marketing and advertising are the backbones of every business. The one company that I worked for was an insurance company, did no advertising whatsoever. And they only had one major company that was their competition in all of the United States. What I'm simply saying is put yourself out there. You got a product or you got a service, put yourself out there. The more people who know who you are, know what you do, you provide a good service, you provide a good product, trust me, people will seek you out if you're willing and putting yourself out there already. That's what social media, that's a part of what social media is for. So, hope this video helps today. Love you all. Like, share, definitely subscribe. Hit me up, comment, questions. I appreciate questions. Talk soon, my friends. This is Big Red Leads.